Oh my God, we literally just pulled in. What timing? Holy crap, a year and a half. This thing is literally just showed up. That's pretty good timing. Literally. And we saw the FedEx truck up there. All right, so today is the day. The motor just got here. Tina and I just pulled up. We had it shipped to Josh's workplace just because it's an industrial shipping place and they've got forklifts and loading docks and all that kind of stuff. So we drove down to pick it up. We're gonna put it in the pickup truck, but we're gonna unbox it a little bit here, and I'm just gonna show mine and Josh's and Tina's reactions to this. I will give you a full walk around of the motor here and later on in the video. You're gonna have to stay tuned to that, but it's here. I'm so flippin' stoked. I think my cheeks are cramping up. I'm so excited. So we're gonna go. They're already tearing into it. They're back there doing it. So we gotta go. We gotta see this thing. Kudos on the box there. She's so pretty. It's so pretty. Oh. Okay. I don't see. Do you see any damage? That's my first concern. No, I don't see. Better look good. Oh, it even did like a stiffener thing on the lid. Holy crap! This box is bad. Like this thing could have tumbled out of the thing and it would have been okay. Oh my God, Brad. Okay. Holy Nikes. It's been a year and a half. A year and a half to get this thing built in here, and this is it right here. I literally can't even believe we're sitting here looking at this thing right now. This has taken so long with all the delays on the block. Oh, those valve covers are sweet.
Those headers are beautiful.
Yeah, I like them when they start to change colors from. Like, I wish they wouldn't rust. I'd honestly keep them just like that if they wouldn't rust, but. Okay. Are you in the hole? Yeah. Oh, it just wasn't up.
Just put one in a little bit.
So before we left, we got a tour of Pacific Metallurgical, where Josh pretty much runs the show. Pretty cool factory here. They do all heat treating of a bunch of different stuff. Aluminum, steel, anywhere from Boeing landing gear to chainsaw bars. And we got to see a couple of their ovens and some of their dip tanks and everything. But we just did a real quick tour before we headed back home with the 500 in the truck. So this was pretty cool to actually see this. And I can't remember the temperatures that he said. He can go anywhere from like 600 to 700 degrees for treating aluminum to up to 2,400 degrees for doing stainless steel and a bunch of other really high stress, high strength stuff that he does for different industries around the Northwest. Yeah, still excited. However, now I'm faced with the reality of I got to get this flipping giant box with a rather expensive motor out of this truck, and I don't have a forklift. I have an overhead chain fall, but it's out in my shed, and I don't think a little cherry picker is going to be able to reach to lift this thing out. So what does a person do? Well, Chris, my neighbor, he has a tractor. And so my plan is I got straps. He doesn't have forks on it, so I can't fork it out and lift it out. I'm gonna see where I can get the bucket overhead. I also don't want to be driving around with my engine dangling there, so I just want to essentially lift it up, pull the truck out and set the thing down on the ground and be done with it. So I'm gonna see if I can do this, and I don't know if I can do it coming in from the side. I might have to come in from the rear. We'll figure it out, but here we go. We got her off the truck onto the concrete pad. The tractor work. Man, that was not fun. It was stressful hanging a motor like that from the air off some straps from Costco. But you got to do what you got to do. It's safely on the ground. Now I got to go make a room in the garage and figure out how to push this thing in there too. It's still going to be super heavy in this box. So we'll get this thing cleaned out, get it unboxed, show you what's inside. The Bean special guest, she's here to help me kind of guide me on how to film this thing. And I asked her, like, what do you think about this? She's like,
it's big.
It's big. Yeah, this thing is big. And I want to show you the box really quick that Brad built for this thing. 3/16 plate aluminum around it to protect this thing. And I'm so glad he did, because when you look at it, this thing was rubbing on what, God knows whatever. You know, there's some gouges like that if that was just a cardboard box or even a wood box, you never know if that would have held up, or, you know, you could have put a hole in it and then the next thing you know, you're bending your headers or whatever. So I've heard horror stories. In fact, I think there was some headers that came from Fonzie, or something got damaged coming from New Zealand or Australia. So thanks, Brad, and awesome job on putting this thing together. So I love how he gave me directions too. So the back side over there, I'm going to pull that off really quick, and then I'm going to reveal this panel coming off, and you'll get your first glimpse at it. Yes, we opened it up at the shop yesterday, but this will be the first time here in the garage. Bean, what do you think? Are you excited?
I'm really excited about this.
You kind of saw it yesterday, though.
I had a little peek.
You got a peek. Yeah, we only did the sneak peek in through the one panel, so we haven't seen everything yet. So we're gonna get to unboxing this thing. All right, Bean, get to work. This is like a custom fit. Did he tell us what to take off third? All right, first sneak peek inside this thing. All right, so this is the back of the engine. Dry sump tank. I can't remember the brand. It's an Australian company. There's not 90% of the stuff on here is American-made products, but this is an Australian tank. This is the JRE home design, home built, custom reverse starter. We'll talk more about that later, but first glimpse, love it. Love the valve covers with the JRE logo on there, the angler injection. There's some engraving on that as well, and their custom header. So we're gonna see if we can get, I think the lid will come off next. What we should do.
Yeah, well, I was looking at one of those little signs in there. It looks like it says for Bean.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is for Bean. Yeah. Okay, well, let's figure this out on how to take the top off without denting stuff. I think the top would come off next, wouldn't it? Okay. There we go. Perfect. Holy crap, those valve covers are beautiful. Ah! Huh?
It's huge.
What is huge? The engine?
The whole thing.
No, it's not. It's a small block.
Well, it's huge.
It's the same size as the 146 motor. The headers might be a little bit wider. Okay. The JRE swag, the JRE stickers. You know those are going somewhere. We'll figure that out. Oh, is this where it says for bean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that. So, all right, let's grab the camera and show. This is so cool because I've done this before where you bought essentially like a used engine and then you just got to figure out what's going where. So Brad took the time. Okay, there's the water outlet. Water out, use -8YP. So he just gave directions on everything, on what these are. There's no oil in it, blah, blah, blah. Fill with 2050 weight, Lucas. Just everything. Everything's like a no-brainer. The tune that he did, he kind of gave us the tables for, you know, the environmental conditions, the temperature, humidity, density, altitude, all that kind of stuff, and what to do. I love these. The valve covers are flippin' sweet. I kind of was wanting carbon fiber, and then he showed me those. I'm like, no, those are flippin' beautiful. I like, it almost looks a little brushed too. I can't tell, but just like a, man, those are beautiful. I love those. It's a valve cover. It doesn't really serve any purpose but keeping oil in there, but those things are sweet looking. I guess we're gonna keep going on this, on the box, and see, get the cherry picker in here maybe, and think about plopping this thing out, because I actually probably is gonna put it in the boat today because I can start, you know, get the pump in there, put the engine in there, and keep going. So first look at the 500 cubic inch small block beast. Bean, now what do you think? You've seen it?
Love it.
You love it?
I want to unwrap all of it now.
Well, I don't know if we should unwrap that part. We'll sort that out, but we might unwrap all of it. We'll get some more, but we're gonna get to going on this thing. All right, guys, we're going to say that the 500 cubic inch beast of a motor is in the boat. It made the trip from Australia. It's here in America, and it is in the boat, sort of. One small issue that I got to deal with, we fit really good on the frame rails up front, but it just is a really, really tight squeeze, so I couldn't quite get it to push down or to sit down in there. So I'll sort that out. I mean, we're talking millimeters that this thing is really, really close. I'm actually pretty excited that it is a tight fit, because that means everything's going to align really well and it's not going to move around and just rely on the bolts. It's actually a very nice fit. Just got to maybe grind down just a tiny bit to get it to settle down in there. But man, this thing is beautiful. I'm loving this thing. Let me know in your comments. I was originally going to anodize the stacks blue. Obviously our boat is, and our colors are all blue. But when I got it and I saw the MSD Pro Mag is kind of an anodized red, and the red in the pump, I kind of contemplated in going red on those things. So let me know in the comments what you think about that. I do definitely want to do some kind of color on those, because if you don't, you got to polish them all the time, and I don't want to do that. So blue or red, let me know what you think about that. That's a tough one. And the other thing is, I really like blue against black. I've always loved that color combo, and with the black Angler injection, I think blue anodized stacks would look pretty badass there. So it's kind of hard to go anything wrong, honestly, with this thing. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Color choice. One other topic I want to talk about before I sign off is names. I refer to this boat as just the 907. Our whole team, we're going to have 6 boats, so we honestly just always refer to them by the boat number, the 208, the 146, the 907, the 556, on and on and on. But I do kind of like the name idea. That kind of goes along with like naming a boat, like your ship or your fishing boat. They kind of got to have names. And I know that Jolly Rogers is the name of our team. I don't know if we name the engine or if we name the boat or what do we got to do, but I'd like to hear your thoughts on that. Do we just stick with calling it the 907? Like everybody kind of knows, I mean, that's kind of my brand, if you will, the Jolly Roger 907. So do we stick with the 907, 208, 556, or do we come up with some names? And if so, give me some ideas in the comments below, some good names to name these crazy ass boats. They're a lot of fun. Super stoked to have the motor here. I can't even begin to describe just the feeling of having it here. I am kind of timid though. Like I don't want to scratch it. I don't want to do anything, and it's gonna really slow me down because now I have to take care, make sure I cover everything and don't get dust and dirt and grime in it because this is my baby now. So time to take care of it, and it's gonna slow down a lot. So anyway, gonna sign off. Hope you enjoyed the unboxing, the reveal. I'm super stoked. Can't wait to show more of this.